Hello, it says we are live. I did a countdown on YouTube. I did a countdown. Okay, yes. There's always a little lag between YouTube and StreamYard. So we are here. It is my birthday, which is very weird to think about. It's been a year in quarantine.
Happy birthday!
Thank you. So you may notice that there are only two of us on here. And there were three of us on the thumbnail. And that is because poor Kate's dog, Duke, as we all know and love, had a seizure last night and is on the way to the vet, which opens like right now. So we should send good thoughts to Kate and Duke. And, just she said that she might pop in later. I told her not to worry about it, but yes. So that is why it's just me and Davaisha. We're still going to have a great time, but we should also think of Kate and Duke during this stream.
Sending them all our love.
Yeah, exactly. Send her all our love. And this Mill Wordy madness is her fault too. So, she's in our thoughts anyway. No. Had a seizure. Had a seizure. Is on the way to the vet. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. So with that out of the way, we're going to be doing 90 minutes of sprinting in total because even though Kate is not here, we will still be doing some of the trees that she picked. And I pinned a comment that we will be doing 10-minute sprint warm-up, 4 20-minute sprints, the 2 trees that Davaisha picked, the 2 trees that Kate picked, and then a final 10-minute sprint. Thank you. Thank you to everyone who wished me happy birthday in the chat. And I think we're going to – oh, Allie, I just explained. I hear an echo. Is that me? Let me –
I didn't hear anything. Did you guys hear anything?
Okay, is there an echo?
No.
Okay. I still hear a tiny one, but it's not too bad. I just explained that Kate's dog had a seizure last night, so she's not going to be here because she's taking him to the vet. Okay, so let me share the forest room link to the first room. Nope.
Yeah, forest.
The StreamYard link to this stream. Don't want to share that publicly.
I mean, if you do, it'll really be a party.
I mean, it would just be a little much to handle. Okay, first room is in the chat. Let me pop up the code on screen. And let me just get my Scrivener file open. And I think that is everything I need to do. Thank you, Allie, everyone. People are in the forest room. Davaisha, I love your photo in the forest app.
Thank you. And as you say that, I should probably pull up my project.
Yeah. Yes, I turned 24 today, Katja.
Oh, we're only the same age for about 2.5 more months.
Davaisha. On screen. Bless you.
Oh, thank you.
That's fun. What's your creative writing assignment? We're going to start the first sprint at the 5 mark. So 1 more minute for people to enter the forest room if you haven't already.
I was confused by the 3 dogs, not 664 goats, and I was like, wait a second.
Yeah.
Wait, that's the code.
Yeah.
I was like, who the hell has 600 goats?
I know. I was just very confused by that. Okay, we're going to start the first sprint Let me put up all the proper banners. Warm up sprint. Please support me on Ko-fi. For $1, that can be your birthday gift to me. And we're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone. How did everyone do?
Sorry. I filmed a little clip for my weekend writing vlog, and then I wrote 42 words.
Cool. You and Kate both picked a kind of, Halloween-y tree. Do we want to do yours first or Kate's first? I know Kate's not here.
Let's do mine first, just in case.
Cool.
In the next 50 minutes, she pops in.
Sure.
I don't expect it, but if by chance it happens.
Maybe we'll have another birthday miracle. I had one small one this morning regarding my dog, but it's not exactly appropriate to say on stream. So, creating the room. 45 BWB 9Z is up on screen, and I will be sharing the link in the chat. And then I'm going to read some of the comments because I saw people were letting me know how they did. I also saw some people came in a little late and wished me happy birthday. So I want to say thank you to Ciel, Jessica, and Bound by Words. Thank you so much. Regina and Crow, thank you for your Ko-fi donations. Jessica too, but I don't know. I'm assuming it's the same Jessica. But I might be wrong because obviously the internet. No. Sorry. Someone else with a J name supported me. I was like, J name, not the same. My bad. But yes. Let's see how people did. Claudia got 138. Regina said that she did good. I'm assuming you're still doing edits. Crow got some beta reading done. If it's for me, cool. If it's not, that's also cool. Claudia said I got near 1K between 2 a.m. and 8 a.m. because they woke up super early. I woke up at 1:40 a.m. because some idiot was playing really, really loud music outside, on the street. And then it didn't go away until 2 o'clock, but I couldn't fall asleep for another 30 minutes at least.
Oof, that's rough.
So the fact that I'm functioning this well, birthday miracle. Alex got distracted by finding the right word, but still got 104 words. Great. CB 331. Awesome. I got 256, which is crazy.
Well, that's really good.
Miguel, 45 words while thinking about a short story assignment. 27 for Mercurial Thrills. General productivity. Gotcha. I mean, general productivity, whatever you need to do during these sprints, they're just here to help everyone be more productive. Klacha has a lizard in her house, which is interesting.
I love lizards. They're so cute.
I like them. I don't know if I'd want one as a pet.
Yeah, that electricity bill must be high.
Yeah. Also, I just feel like I'm someone who normally is cold all the time, but whenever I get hot, I'm hot, and I'm I just don't think I could deal with having a heat box around. I'm
the opposite. I'm cold all the time. So even if I'm hot, I would like to be hotter because
I used to be cold all the time. I used to be cold all the time and never too hot. And then in the last few years, I've become more like my mom, and she's become more like me, where she's now cold sometimes. And I'm the world is ending. What is wrong with this picture? Miguel's short story is about a siren who wants to stop singing to sailors. I would read the hell out of that story.
Me too.
Lucy got myself organized for the stream rest of the day. That's great. It is a warm-up sprint, so that's good. 12 words. That's okay. It's only the first sprint. 45 words. The code. Thank you, Holly. Yeah, it is mine. uh yes. Yeah. I haven't had any caffeine this morning either. Mercurial, you agree with me about like getting too hot, or Davaisha that she can never get too hot? Temperature wise, obviously she's hot in the other sense.
Thank you. We're all hot here. Everyone on altitude is hot.
Thank you, Anya. Alex is rewriting an old Zero draft I never finished before. Oh, that's exciting. We're going to start the next sprint in a moment. About getting too hot. Gotcha. Yeah.
Even if it's just for a school assignment, you can like submit it places afterward.
Yeah, I totally agree. You should do that. Yeah, alphanumeric. I could be doing the military, but I don't feel like it. But okay, 45, 4-5, Bravo, Whiskey, Bravo, Niner, Zulu. Did that from memory. Hi, Mom. Thank you. My mom made me a breakfast smoothie.
Oh, God, that looks so good. I haven't had a smoothie in ages.
I haven't really either, but I just kind of wanted one today. And it's purple. It's a little hard to see because the light makes it look pink, but oh, comments jumped. Yeah, but it's birthday adrenaline.
It's sleep deprivation adrenaline as well.
Yeah, that too. It's like, for me, sleep deprivation is either like, oh, I am sleep deprived, or I have the adrenaline and then I crash later. And it's always a toss up. So I always try to avoid it because I'm like, I don't know which one I'm going to get.
Yeah,
I have
sleep.
viewers right now. And if I had one more, I'd have one viewer for every year that I have been alive as of today. But not quite there. Good morning, Maddie. Thank you. I'll have to tell my mom that people said hi to her. I'll text her during the sprint. I'll get a kick out of it. And we're going to start the sprint because we've been chatting for a while, I think. Let me hide the code.
Crow, I've always wanted to go to Nova Scotia just because the name sounds cool.
I was going to say I've been, and then I was like, wait, I don't know if I've actually been there. I've been other places. My mom has definitely been there. Okay, we are going to start the sprint in 3. Nope, support Davaisha on Ko-fi. I'm spreading the love. I'm not all about just me. And we're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone. And if you're in the forest room, do not touch your phone. How did everyone do?
I wrote a little bit over 200 words. I can't do the maths right now, but I thought I was finished with the scene, and it turns out I'm not, and I'm kind of frustrated with myself.
Oh no. I said I wrote 256 last time or 265.
I think 256 is what you said.
Okay, I have dyscalculia, so like I mix up numbers a lot in my head. So if I said 256, I wrote 164 that time because I was kind of distracted. But
That's still good for 10 minutes.
that was 20 minutes, so that was not very good.
Oh, wait, I'm confused. I meant the last time.
Yeah, no, the last time 256 in 10 minutes was great. 165 for this one, not so great. Goes twice the length, and I was like half as focused.
Well, you just got that great smoothie.
Yeah.
So, like, I wouldn't be focused on writing either.
Okay, do we want to do your other tree in case Kate comes later?
We can do that, yeah.
Cool. I gotta change my banners around. I made them all in advance yesterday, and now because stuff happened, as life does, gotta change it. BXX Bay. There are no numbers in this.
Ooh, I love that. I love when it's either all numbers or no numbers.
There's something satisfying about it. Bravo, X-ray, Bravo, Alpha, Yankee. Lucy went to get breakfast. Jace came in and said happy birthday. Thank you, Jace. Crow almost finished a chapter. Katja 293. Anya wrote dialogue. Regina cuddled a blind dog and got dressed. Oh, one of your dogs is blind? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I remember she said she couldn't change her furniture around because of the dog.
Oh, poor doggy. Mercurial Thrills got 69 words. Illumi Arts. I don't think I've ever seen you on here, but based on your name, I'm assuming you're a fellow Ko-fi creator from the Discord, maybe. Just got here and only wrote 50 words before the timer ran. 50 words is still great. In like the last minute, that's great. Leah got coffee and a bagel. Alex got 508 words. Woo!
Ooh, killed it.
Good job. Alvin says, I have these little asides that sort of drop breadcrumbs for the reader, but trying to figure out where in the narrative they need to come is like doing one of those number puzzles. I like doing number puzzles, so like that part's fun for me. But for me, I don't know, like something will just occur to me and I'm like, oh, this needs to go in here. And then I write it. And then my alpha readers will sometimes, with something that I didn't intend, be like, oh my God, is this coming back later? And I'm like, I
wasn't planning on it, but maybe.
I haven't consciously thought about it, but like clearly my subconscious was, so like, yes, but like not this book, because I wasn't planning on it for this book. So this third book is where like a lot of the things that people, especially for my alpha readers in the second book, are like, oh my God, is this coming in later? And it's like, yeah. So Regina, Crow, you got stuff to look forward to. And so do I, because I have to write it first.
Are you working on book 3 now? Is that
I am.
You just finished outlining?
I finished outlining a few days ago, thanks to Kate's streams. And then I almost finished chapter 3 yesterday. And then I was like, no, I have to do this like homework assignment because it just made me very angry. And I was like, I don't want to bring that anger into my birthday. Mm-hmm. So I did that yesterday instead of finishing chapter 3 yesterday. And it's going kind of smoothly, but I already know that there are issues with the first chapter even before I read like Crow and Regina's comments, but I'm not going back to fix it because then I wouldn't go forward. But I'm just like, it's like sitting in the back of my head where it's like, yeah, it's not long enough, and I know it's not long enough, and it ends weirdly. It's just like, it's a first draft. It's a very, very rough draft.
Yeah, I feel that.
Clatch is buried in dialogue and has been writing dialogue for the last 10K words. Wow.
That is me all the way, except I like it. I prefer dialogue because I can just fly through it. And I'm like more natural at dialogue than I am at description.
I say the same, but I think this sci-fi like this trilogy has been making me better at description, which is great because I was like, I need to get better at it. So trial by fire. CB's copy and pasted, so doesn't know the number. Miguel didn't write anything because had to do nighttime stuff. I'm assuming like a nighttime routine. Regina, okay. Winnie, miniature pincher, doesn't have eyes. Mary says, stuck on writing, so switched to Canva to do some camp NaNoWriMo thumbnail prep. I think I did that.
That's smart.
Yeah, I mean, I just kind of have one thumbnail for my streams, but it's always dependent on the guest. So, like, I started my potential guest chat like last week to be like, who wants to like sign up for April? Okay, hello, welcome to my channel. I host sprints like this every Sunday. Today is unique because it's my birthday, so that's why I wanted to do a stream on a Saturday. I also stream on Twitch in 9 to 11 Eastern time, and I am very bad at uploading videos, but when I do, they're about musical theater or writing. Yep. Thank you.
I can't wait to get to the stage where I'm ready for beta readers.
Yeah, everyone's talking about loving dialogue over description. Yeah, we actually have 29 viewers right now, which is crazy.
Woo.
So welcome everyone, and thank you for being here. And yes, it just flows. You know, like it's like you're transcribing what your characters are saying, whereas when you're describing, you're like, did I describe that well enough? Do I have to describe it? Did I describe it too much and readers are going to hate it?
Also, one of my problems, because I have a lot, is that my settings are very murky in description. Like, I don't even know where this is set, so like I can't even describe it to you.
You know what? Like, oh, don't do talking heads.
Yeah. That's all I got.
I feel like I personally actually don't visually. I'm a very visual person, so the fact that like whenever I tell someone that like, oh yeah, I don't really picture stuff that I'm writing, they're like, are you crazy? And I'm like, well, no, it's like I'm the character, and like I'm thinking and feeling. And like, obviously, if they have to move across the room, I have to do some work and be like, what's the room look like? But like, other than that, it's not like I can just, it's not like I'm in a VR world and I'm just trying to put everyone else there.
Mm-hmm.
And if I read a book, I also disappear into the mind of the character. Like, I'm not really thinking about like, oh, they're in a cupcake shop and this is what the cupcake shop looks like. It's more like they're in a cupcake shop and like.
And that's it. There are cupcakes. That's all I need to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like the same way.
I love seeing comments. I feel like also another thing that people say is like, oh, authors, you shouldn't read reviews or for readers. And that's kind of like what Kate and Jessica were talking about on their author tube chat. Was it just this Wednesday? It was Wednesday. And like I get that, but I read my reviews and like 3 to 5, like 3, 4, and 5 stars are obviously my favorite because the 1 and 2 stars are never really helpful. But like the 3-star reviews, like they're helpful because they'll say like, oh, I didn't really like this, but I like this. And it's like, that is good to know. For me, I think there are definitely some people who like can't take it, and if you can't take it, then don't read your reviews.
Yeah, I think the crux of that conversation was like, don't reply to the reviews.
Oh yeah, no, definitely never reply to a review. Like if it's good, you shouldn't really reply because then people are going to be like, why is the author reading reviews instead of writing the next book? And then like definitely don't reply to a bad review. And they were saying like don't tag an author or the book on a bad review. But Jessica said it, I think, a bit weirdly, where she was like, don't say the book if it's a bad review. And I was like, well, I think you should say the title. Like she doesn't like to, like if she's going to trash a book. But if someone like wants to on Twitter and say like, oh, I read this and I didn't like it, I think like it's okay to say the title because then other people know.
Yeah.
What you're talking about. Exactly. Okay, we're going to start the next sprint. Ooh, I keep forgetting to put this up. So quick reminder before we start the next sprint. Like do a little stretch in your chair and save your work.
And back it up too.
Yeah. And please like the stream if you haven't already because it really helps my channel. Remind me next time to put that ticker up during the actual break, please.
Gotcha.
Or someone in the chat, if you just write ticker in the chat once we get to the next break, that'll be okay, we are going to do this. Nope, that's the wrong banner.
You guys, if I follow you, friend request you on the Forest app. Don't be alarmed.
Okay, we are going to start in. Hold on a minute. Okay, we're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone. How did everyone do? I finished the chapter and I am 10 words away from reaching my word count goal for the day, according to Scrivener.
Woo. I'm not gonna lie, I got a little distracted in the middle. I was writing about the cologne that my villain was wearing, and I was like, I don't actually know what he smells like. So I somehow ended up on Sephora, and I might have meandered a little bit.
Oh no, girl.
I brought it back at the end and wrote like 100 words, but
Did you say
I did get lost.
Like sandalwood? Because every like a male love interest apparently smells like sandalwood. And
this is my villain, and
I know, but like, do you know the number of like bad guys that people have a crush on?
He smells like oak and worn leather because I was like, okay, I'm spending too much time on Sephora, so let me just throw some words together.
Oak and leather. So, he like has a hunting cabin?
I don't think he's that kind of guy, but he would put on the appearance of being that kind of guy, you know?
Gotcha. I remembered the break ticker.
Yes. Ticker.
Let me set the new. Forest
I love this tree.
Okay, people had comments. Sorry, I'm just scrolling. Okay. Okay, Elmco said, how dare readers ask questions about where the story is taking place. That's how the lazy brain feels. I relate. Crow says, unless it's a good review, then giving it a like or a thank you is fine for an author to reply to. Regina says, never reply to a review. I've had 1-star reviews that make it clear the reader read someone else's book but reviewed it on my page. Oh, that's annoying.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Anya said, I don't read reviews. Knowing someone actually reads myself can block me for days. I love working with my editor, though. That's good. Crow replied to Regina and said, people do that all the time at work too. They give negative reviews when they ordered something from a different company. That's so stupid. Crow said, the second I entered a group session, I get a phone call only. So I only use it on my own now. I don't want to ruin the tree for everyone else. Oh, that's okay. I mean, if you turned off deep focus mode on your own phone, it wouldn't ruin it for everyone.
I'm still a little salty about the person who killed the tree during the write-a-thon. I'm a little bit salty.
I know. Yeah. I also have it on my iPad. Sometimes I like plant a tree on both of them, and then when I sync it, I get 2 trees on the same account. More coins is great.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Sasha. Hello, Anna. Or Anna. Frozen has messed me up. You know? I used to, before I kind of basically switched 100% digital to like my phone and my Scrivener files, but
I have one. It's just on the floor, but this is the one I'm using for this project currently.
Typically do plot notes, character names outlined by hand, the book itself typing. Yeah. Hello, Laura. People read by hand. Did some rereading for that last sprint. Klacha. Message me, Regina, either through my Ko-fi page or through Instagram or through Discord, or you can email me, and then I can show them that you joined because of me. And then I'll, if you also let me know what your URL is, I can gift you gold free for a year.
What does gold do for the creator?
It removes the 15% that Ko-fi takes from shop sales and commission sales. Like a donation is always 100% yours, even if you have a free Ko-fi account, but everything else that you can make money from your page gets 15% taken off unless you have a gold account.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I think they need to like make that, like it is on their website, but I think they need to maybe change the phrasing a little bit to make it clearer.
Mm-hmm.
No word progress. Move from the writing room to the reading chair. That's comfy. Forgot I was supposed to be writing and instead read an article, but 341 words.
That's great.
Yeah. I forgot about the live. What have I been doing with my... That's okay. That's okay. We're going for another 40... No, actually, we have another 50 minutes of sprinting. Holy shoot. I gotta get moving. Okay. Hi, Becca. I apparently missed Becca coming in. So hello. And thank you for being here. Yeah, the stopwatch feature is cool too.
I tried it once, but then I accidentally left it running for 3 hours. And I was like, oh, I didn't mean to do that, but okay.
Well, you got the coin, so who cares? Okay, 4-stream code. I should have posted that earlier, but my bad. This always happens. I always like devolve a little bit as the stream goes on.
Oh, this is nothing. Have you ever been to one of my streams?
Yeah, I love your streams.
Just chaos.
3 uniform kilo 2. Shoot, I always forget P. Pete? Is it? I'm pulling it up. I'm pulling it up.
My first instinct was to say Patrick.
No, I don't think that's it. Papa. I don't. That never sticks for me. Okay. 3 uniform kilo 2 Papa November whiskey. Crow just knows it, and you know.
Okay.
I think this is going to go for a full 3 hours, given how much chatting we've been doing. I didn't think we were doing a lot. I thought we were good on time, and then I'm like, oh my god, we have 50 minutes left of sprinting left to do.
I mean, I'm used to long streams because Katie, Wallace, Teague, and I talk for like forever. I
mean, I'm okay to keep going however long it takes to, you know, get these sprints in, but I don't want to keep everyone. So I'd like to end by the 3-hour mark. If that's cool with you. By
that's
noon
cool.
For our time, because we're in the same time zone. Thank God. Okay, we're going to start in... Kate's not here, but I'm going to give her new Ko-fi page some love.
Yeah.
You know, probably vet bills for Duke at this point. So, because he's not feeling well, but I hope he's feeling better. I haven't heard from Kate, so I have no idea how he's doing. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone. And then I probably won't do too much of a check-in between this one and the next one, just so people are aware. You can still post your progress in the chat, but I'll probably just skip over it. So, how did people do?
I wrote about 300 words that time. That was a good sprint.
Woo! I wrote over 300 words. I just got to do the math really quickly. $437 words.
Ooh, nice.
In a new chapter. And I realized because it's a new chapter, I didn't have to do any math. I could have just looked at the bottom of the word for that document. Scrivener. I forgot I was starting a new chapter. But yeah.
I am still in the same scene, but hopefully by the end of the next sprint, I'll be done.
Are you setting up your Ko-fi page, Regina? Because it sounds like it. I always forget golf. It's like I don't have a father and I don't play golf. So like it makes sense that like these things are just like don't care. And then Sierra and Romeo, like their names and I should remember them, but like again, like I don't have anything to tie it to in my normal life, so I don't remember this. So thank you, Crow. The code, according to Crow and the U.S. military code, Alpha Sierra Romeo 3 Delta Golf. Yeah, I only would have known Alpha and Delta off the top of my head. 432, great. 0 words, but was chatting a lot in the chat and then to a guy. Almost done reading through the notes of beta 1 and basically need to add more to the book. Probably another 20K-ish. I mean, you can do it.
You got this.
Canva kept being buggy and deleting the photo I was trying to erase the background from. I don't think you can erase the background of something in Canva unless you have the pro version, in which case you can do a there's a thing that you can do, I think. Or is that only when you're downloading it? It's not like Photoshop where you can like remove the background of a certain image.
Yeah, if you have Canva Pro or Premium or whatever, you can take the background out of the picture, but you can't like erase it.
Yeah.
Like it deletes the background.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't think it's necessarily being buggy, Mary. I just don't think I don't think the software is capable of doing that, which is why I still have Photoshop.
I have Photoshop on my other laptop.
Oh, you got 2 laptops? Fancy lady.
Oh no, my other laptop was my laptop from college, which has been through some shit. She was a hand-me-down. I called her Delilah. I actually need to fix her because her fan is broken. Anyways, irrelevant.
Oh no, I know the pro version you can remove the background, but I thought it was only if you downloaded it. I didn't like as you were downloading, I didn't know you could do it to individual elements while you're building it in Canva. Because what I do is that I don't trust that, so I just remove the background of something in Photoshop, import the image into Canva, and then do it that way. Oh. Yeah, so congratulations on that. If you need a critique,
that's a good goal. Yeah, that one was Delilah because it was Adele, obviously. And this one, my new MacBook, is Mackenzie. I don't know how I'm feeling about that, but tentatively, that's your name.
I like Mackenzie. But you know, if you ever get another one, you're gonna have to think of something else. You could do Cam, reverse Mac.
Yeah, that works.
Thank you. Okay, we're gonna do the next sprint. I never posted the link to this room, I realized, but people are in the room. But I'll do. Hi, Charlie. Forest room linked. Once people join, we're going to do our second to last sprint, which will be 20 minutes, and then we'll have a 10-minute.
Clutch, I think I've only ever met one person named Mackenzie. And she was a sorority girl, but she was cool.
I rushed for a sorority, and then I got up to like the final stage, and then I didn't get it, and my mom was so freaking offended on my behalf, and I was like, I didn't care. Like, I pledged on a whim so I wouldn't be bored during orientation week.
That's just too much social interaction for me. I could never.
I know. Yeah. I was like, I can never. Okay. Boop, boop. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Nope, wrong thing. Sorry, I almost started a room that hasn't been started on my phone because I set it up with my iPad. Okay, we're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone. I did nothing during that sprint.
I read about 200 words, but it was tough. But I did finish that scene, so.
Okay, that's not true. I wrote 24 words in that sprint, but I was mostly just watching old videos of Lin-Manuel Miranda do the Wheel of Freestyle on the Jimmy Fallon show, like throughout the years.
24 words is still good. Still a little bit of progress.
Yeah.
That's what I've been telling myself because I've been in like a small writing slump and I have only been getting like 50 words every day like the past week. So I'm just like, every word counts.
It does. It really, really does. That's awesome.
Yay.
Did some brainstorming, 500. Worked more on a project. Arrived to the stream. Hi, doll.
Hi, doll.
Yes, this one I do know. Bravo Tango 4 Echo Juliet 6. That one I knew off the top of my head. I think I just know Juliet because I've forced myself to remember it, which means I should remember that Romeo is the R, but it's, what can I say? Romeo is a tool. He goes to a party in love with one girl, falls in love with another one there, and gets her and him killed.
Also, weren't Juliet and Rosalind like cousins? Or am I just making that up? I could possibly just be making that up.
No, they're not cousins. I don't think. I don't remember that part.
It's probably just me making it up.
I'm going to look it up now. They are cousins.
Look at that. That little piece of obscure information I pulled out of nowhere.
I didn't remember that. Regina, I'm sorry your sound died.
Oh, sorry.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I mean, I was like, that's kind of what a fuckboy move. Like, you can't get one cousin, so you go for the other one.
I mean, at least he didn't go for sisters or something, because that would be worse.
True.
I mean, there was room for him to do worse than that, but then he, just gets them dead. So there's not much worse you can do than that. The Capulets. Gene Pool. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
The only one I remember is it Benvolio?
Yeah.
But only because I like the way that sounds.
I like Benvolio too. No.
My high school teachers were always like, college is going to be so hard. This is not going to fly in college. You're going to have to do this, that, and that. And like, it was never like that for me. Maybe I just went to a bad college, but
no, that's most people. My first school was like kind of small and they were trying to prove to everyone that like we're a serious school, even though like no one's like doubting their credentials. It was founded by a Supreme Court justice, so like simmer down. You don't need to make everyone like stress all the time with homework and stuff. And then I went to my mom's alma mater and I had some really hard graders there. And one was the head of the English department, so that was difficult. And then at NYU, I also I've never had a teacher who's like easy, and like I'm okay with that. But like when people are like, "Oh, your college professors are going to be like," the fellow students who are like, "Oh, college is so much easier. Don't listen to your professors in high school," when they're like, "Oh, your college professors won't be okay with this." I haven't had that experience, but Yeah.
I had one professor in college. I think it was my freshman year. She was like an English teacher, and she was talking about how she never gave anyone A's, how she was such a hard grader. But I got an A on like every single thing we did. And I don't know if that's me tooting my own horn or if that was her being a liar and just like trying to psych us out.
I mean, it's probably both. So good job on the A's because I have not. My high school didn't do APs, and my mom, who would like, I would just tell her what I was doing. It's not like I'd have her help me on assignments because I would be academically dishonest. But I would tell her what I was doing. She's like, "This is like stuff I did in college." And I was in high school. I was like, "Great. So is my college going to be like your grad school?" And then she was like, "Yeah, probably." And then it was. And now I'm in grad school, and I'm like, "Is this like your doctorate, Mom?"
Yeah, AP classes were hard for no reason. The tests were hard for no reason. And I'm so salty. I never got like a 3 or above on any of my AP tests.
So I went to 3 different colleges for undergrad. I just transferred twice. They all had really, really mean attendance policies. So that did carry over from high school into college, which kind of sucked.
Oh wait, hi Triple B.
Hi, BBB.
That's
Anyway.
tough if you had to take out student loans for that.
Okay, we're going to start the final sprint in, let me get the banners up. There we go. In 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone. It's only 10 minutes. I don't know why that timer always restarts. It's like it ends and then it just loops.
That's a little weird. I was like, oh no,
that.
not another 10 minutes.
How'd you do? I actually did some writing during that. Not as much as I wanted to, but definitely more than 24 words.
Oh no, see, I'm at 30 for that sprint. I was like, okay, no more brain power.
I did 131. I think my body was just like, just right. You can worry about whether or not this makes sense or is rambling later. Sorry, alpha readers, when you get chapter 4. It's like chapter 1, not enough there. Chapter 4, did you need all this? We'll see.
You know, I think my writing process is too messy to have alpha readers. Like, yeah, it's too messy for me to feel comfortable sending someone that newly written chapter.
To be fair, oh wow. Okay, sorry, no, someone just texted me. This is my 6th book, right? Yeah, this is my 6th book. Technically 7th if you want to count the fact that I actually, okay, so I published this book and it was, so there's part 1, part 2, part 3, and I labeled these also like as having parts 1, 2, and 3. I think, did I? Or did I change my mind at the last second? Actually, I think I changed my mind at the last second. But basically, I was like, this book on its own was going to be the Belgrave Legacy trilogy because I had written them as 3 different books and I'd self-published the first one. And then when I got to and then I'd finished writing the 3rd one and I realized the 2nd one did not have enough stuff in it that I was like, oh shoot. So I combined it all into one book and then this. And then the side characters pushed their way into the spotlight and were like, don't forget about us. So they each got a book. And then this new trilogy is obviously my 4th book. The sequel, Bitter Blood, is up for pre-order and it was on all the timers and it's linked down below if people would like to pre-order it. And now I'm writing book 3 on my 2nd monitor. And then after that book, I am taking a break from writing trilogies. I was supposed to take a break, but then this book was like, hey, it's summer, it's July, Camp Nano 2020. The world has gone upside down. So you want to like escape the world and like leave the atmosphere? And I'm like, that kind of sounds enticing. So I went with it. And then I got tossed into writing the trilogy because I was like, I'm not someone who can start a series and then like leave it. And also like these books, like first one's a complete story. The 2nd one is a complete story, but it kind of like retells certain parts of the first one. And then the 3rd one is definitely a sequel to the first 2. Like it doesn't really retread anything, but like it's all connected, but they're more standalone, if that makes sense. Whereas this trilogy is like, it's kind of act 1, act 2, act 3 in each book. So I just wouldn't feel right, like writing book 1 and then moving on to a different project. And like I need the continuity for myself as I'm writing. Because already like I had to check the previous book. Like I had to check this book while writing the 2nd one to be like I don't want to contradict anything. And then this one's easier because I'm basically jumping into it right after I finish editing the 2nd one. So, yeah, but I can't wait to write a standalone and just be like,
one and done.
I mean, the majority of my books are planned to be in different series, but I have a few that are standalone. I have one that's kind of like Bully. Penelope Douglas's Bully kind of meets 13 Reasons Why. And that's going to be my next novel. And I say that because I'm thinking with all the political stuff that's been happening, I might write a memoir. And I feel like I think it's going to be really helpful to me as a person, but I also think people need to hear certain things that like, I would say that I don't have the courage to say to their face. because there are definitely things that not cool that have happened to me. And then, so like, I might try and write both of them at the same time, but they'd probably wreck me at the same time. So I don't know if I want to do that. Or if I want to write like the memoir first and then like take a breather and write like my happier dystopian romance. The fact that my dystopian romance would be happier than my memoir is kind of depressing.
A little bit. But yeah, it sounds like a lot emotionally, those two books together.
But the young adult dystopian romance is like, it's pretty far along. I just need to do it. And that had been my plan for last July's Nano, but Camp Nano, obviously. Before this was like, me first. Yeah. Sorry, I rambled on for 7 minutes. The clock just changed.
That's okay.
I never knew college had absence strikes. My college is on big participation, but they advertise that point in their. Yeah. No, my and my grad school program also has a really strict attendance thing, but like it's through Zoom, so it's not that bad. And I've had a few days where I'm sick, and I've like just emailed the professor and been like, I am on Zoom. I'm listening to what you're saying. I will participate in the chat box, but like I'm not going to be on screen, so you can all like just see that I'm struggling over here. I was like, I'm going to keep my camera off because I'm sick. 300 is great if your brain said nah. Like, are you kidding? Like, I would take that.
That's me on a good day. That's a good sprint.
Yeah, 300 is a great sprint. 164, 64, awesome. Started planning Instagram posts, like, holistically for the grid. No, I know I can write a standalone. I just mean that, like, I get frustrated when an author starts a series, publishes the first book, starts another series, publishes that first book, starts another series, publishes that first book, and then like alternates. Mm-hmm. You know, like it's one thing if you're working on it, but the publishing thing is frustrating to me. And like, had I thought more ahead, I probably would have written all these books, sat on them for a bit, instead of write, publish in that order, because like I have a schedule to keep with these books. So yeah. I tried to write a standalone. I ended up writing a sequel. Where did the first book go? I don't know. That's funny.
That's funny.
But like you love trilogies and I and series, because we've talked about this before on previous streams.
Yes, I like trilogies. I like up to like 4 books.
4 books, right? That was the thing.
But once it gets to like 5 and 6 books, I'm like, okay, we're gonna have to walk this backwards because that's too many.
Yeah, okay, I'm trying to think. My high fantasy book series has 6 that I have planned, and then but it'll be capped there. But then my only other series that's long is my fairy tale retelling series, and that's going to be, I think at this point, 7. Like this time last year it was 6, and then in the year I was like, oh, what if I did this? So 7 now. But they're all standalones, and you don't have to have read any of them to have read the others. Whereas, like, these are standalones, but technically you should read all 3 to like get the most out of the experience. And then this one is like, it's a series arc. You gotta read them in order.
Yeah. If it's like 6 books of the same series, like arc, then I'm like, oh, that's too much for me. But if it's like companion novels, like 2 trilogies or something like that, then I'm like, okay, I can do that.
I think with my high fantasy, it will be, because there will be 6. I think I might like have kind of 3 plot lines. Does that make sense? And like interweave them. So I'm hoping that it won't feel like, oh my God, like one storyline is just dragged out way too long. Like I feel like of the 3, something might be more prominent in each book. And it's like you're always moving forward in all three at the same time, but one might get more screen time in any given book. But that's really general because I haven't actually outlined that series because that's way down the line.
I don't think I have any series planned. I think all my books are standalones or like companion novels, not a series with like a big arc.
Hi, Bree. Yeah, we did all of our sprints, but we're just kind of chatting now. Duologies are great, but I don't think I've ever been fully satisfied when I read a duology. I'm trying to have I read a duology?
That's an interesting point. I don't think I've read any duologies.
I think I might have read one, and I know I felt that way, but now I can't think of what the duology was. Well, okay, I can think of one duology, but I don't know if I want to admit that I read that duology.
Now we gotta know.
It's a little spicier. And, yeah. I think my issue with that duology, though, was that they clearly set up a character in the second book that could have had his own book, like for a third book in like a trilogy that's kind of standalones, and they didn't do it. So that's like what gets me.
Yeah, I hate getting attached to like the one-off characters that don't get their own stories. It's like, but this is my precious little baby. I want them to have love and adventure.
They're even like, because I constantly rewatch NCIS as like white noise in the background when I'm doing schoolwork, when I'm doing novel writing, whatever. My mom's like, you can focus with that. I was like, well, yeah, given I can recite the script, I don't actually have to think about it anymore. Like there are certain characters who, like, if I watch an episode with my mom, because I'm like, oh, this is my favorite this is one of my favorite episodes. I want you to see this, because she doesn't necessarily like remember an episode as well as I do. She'll be like, oh, does this character show up ever again? And I'm just like my no reaction is the answer no, but like I can't say no because that's technically a spoiler. But it's like there's certain characters where I'm like, oh, I wish you hadn't been killed like immediately.
Right. Who is Grace and Fury by?
I can picture the covers and I can't picture the author's name on the covers. Charlie's brain just got blown. Tracy Banghart.
Never heard of her.
I never would have remembered her name. Ooh, they did a new cover for it. I like the new covers. Because Grace and Fury is now like a girl with the crown, or a girl, and she's like made of fire. And then Queen of Ruin, the sequel, is a girl facing the other way, and she's like made of water. That. But I think those are the UK covers. I don't know why my computer thought I'm in the UK. I'm not. Yeah, that's a duology. I just feel like a duology part of me is always like, if you wrote a second, why not write a third? You know?
Yeah. Also,
you go. Yeah.
Also, I feel like my book could be a duology because I just absolutely refused to write a third book because it was only supposed to be a standalone.
I mean, though, for me, like, okay, Graceland came out, right? And then I got these from Barnes & Noble, and I'm really mad that they sent me the old cover of Graceland, but the new cover of Fire, because the reason I bought them again was for all the new covers. Anyway, because otherwise I would have bought them from Amazon, because Amazon showed this as the new cover and not this, whatever. This like came out first, and then this came out as a prequel. And like, if it were just those two, I would be okay, because it doesn't feel like a duology to me if one's a prequel. You know what I mean? But if you have a duology where like, where's one book and then a sequel, I'm like, just give us a third one. And then she wound up writing 2 more sequels to Graceling that like come after chronologically, which are Bitter Blue and Winterkeep. I just did a whole presentation on this 2 days ago, so it's still really fresh in my mind. But I love this book more than I even loved this.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and so I feel like people think I'm weird for that, but I don't know. I connected better to the characters in that one. But there's some messed up stuff in that book series. Let me just tell you, trigger warnings belong for that series, and they're not there. See, I'm the opposite. I normally like US covers better than UK ones. But for Grace and Fury and Queen of Ruin. But like, for example, I have it here. Sorry. Spin the Dawn, US cover, beautiful, epic, sweeping, fantasy. And I'm going to pull it up on here. And then I promise we'll say goodbye and I'll let people get on with their lives. They like just shared the UK cover and I do not like it. Where is it? I can't find it. Because if I search Spin the Dawn, it's only showing me the... If I go to the UK website... They just revealed it like a month or 2 ago. I was really... Oh, found it. Okay. And I was so worried that they had like changed the cover for the US one. And I was like, first of all, why are you doing this so quickly? Second of all, like, I don't like it. So let me share tab. It just like doesn't tell, like, you know, it makes the character so small and she's the driving force and it makes the palace huge. And like,
if there's a character on there, I just saw it.
And if you read the book, you know what the bird, you know what the hawk and the moon and this, you know what it is. But if you haven't read the book, like it means nothing to you.
Mm-hmm.
Versus this, you know, which is so much more interesting. And like this book probably only got published because of Asian representation. So show the Asian person. Like the UK cover.
Yeah, that is a beautiful cover.
The UK cover looks, thank you, Free. Thank you. I am right, period, for that. But like the UK cover, it looks closer to Descendant of the Crane, which is a beautiful cover. And I love that one, but it's different because you can still see the character better in that one than you can in the British Spin the Dawn. Which
is that a YA series?
Yeah, they're both YA Asian fantasy series.
The UK cover looks like something you'd see on like a middle grade to me.
This?
No, the other one.
Oh, the UK for Spin the Dawn?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shadow of the Fox by Julie Kagawa in the UK. I haven't looked that one up, but yeah. So like you can see that they were trying to do Descendant of the Crane type of stuff when they did the UK cover for Spin the Dawn, but it's just like there's a big difference about what the emphasis of each story is. So the covers should reflect that. She's a seamstress. You see her cutting thread. You see the seamstress herself. You see what she's made. Like, I'm sorry, I could go on a lot about this. Okay. So I want to thank everyone who is still here. I had a wonderful time sprinting with all of you. It's almost been 3 hours now. Davaisha, thank you so much for coming and sticking it out, I guess, because I did ramble.
No, thank you for having me. I loved your rambles.
Do you want to let people know where they can find you?
Yes, my channel is Grapefry. I don't usually promo myself hard, but I'm like less than 10 away from 1,000 subscribers. So if you're not already subscribed, can you please do so?
Yes.
You can follow me on Instagram at How to Eat Fried Grapes. And also, I would like to thank anyone who went to my Ko-fi and donated. Thank you so much.
Yes. Her YouTube and her Ko-fi links are down below. I don't think I added your Instagram, but I can do that after we log off. I'm also trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, but I'm further away than Davaisha. So if you have not subscribed to me, please do. And like I said earlier, but I will repeat, my name is Zara Hoffman. I'm a self-published author of 4, soon to be 5, and a little bit longer, soon to be 6 novels. I host writing sprints on Twitch on Fridays at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, Sundays on this channel at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. And I make videos about musical theater and writing, and I hope you had a great time. And I will see you all with another sprint tomorrow.